Hello. Thank you for joining me today. How you doing? The top comment on a video from last week said I need to react to Russell Crowe explaining the rules and laws of rugby league, which sounds, I mean, it sounds really interesting. Also, it sounds really cool that it's narrated by Russell Crowe, you know, the gladiator himself. So, I'm intrigued. I need to do it. NRL, National Rugby League. Check them out. Link down below. Small and up-and-coming YouTube channel. They are, guys. Let's do it.
Rugby league is football, but maybe not as you know it.
Wait. Like football, like American football, or like soccer? Because don't you guys call... You guys are the only other people that call soccer, right? Don't you? I'll look it up real quick. Yeah, you guys call it soccer because you have your own football. Kind of like here in America, actually. A lot like here in America. So when he says football, what does he mean? He means footy? I guess he would mean footy, huh?
But maybe not as you know it. Arguably the fastest, most aggressive, ball-in-hand football game that exists.
We're underway.
I don't think it's disputed that it's the most aggressive.
Rugby league is played on a rectangular field of 100 meters.
Okay, this is awesome. I just had to say that right now. I'm enjoying every second of this. And Russell Crowe is doing great. Okay, let's continue.
In length.
100 meters flat. Okay.
With an oval-shaped
So that's a bit longer than an American football field.
ball that is slightly thicker through the middle.
Right.
It's an 80-minute game.
Very similar to an Australian football, right?
2 40-minute halves. 13 players on the field for each team. 4
That's a lot.
players for each team on the bench. And all the players play both offense and defense.
So there's not really any... Are there even any positions? Or is everybody just doing the same thing? It's like a giant mob.
Every player is required to tackle, to pass, and in a given situation, maybe even to kick. No helmets, no pads, no timeouts, no blocking, no forward passes.
So you're not allowed to wear a helmet? Because I thought some rugby players would wear those like little helmets. Maybe until they're made fun of, huh?
And in a given situation, maybe even to kick. No helmets.
What the thing is, I mean, wearing a helmet, you know, it's not a bad... It's certainly badass, you know, I can't lie. I can't lie. There's no pads, no helmets, it's badass. But also, you know, head trauma, not badass.
No pads, no timeouts.
Oh my God.
No blocking.
No timeouts.
No forward passes.
Whoa!
Oh! I don't know if that hurt his shoulder or that dude more. Because, oh my God, imagine him running into a brick wall.
Whoa!
The objective of the game is to cross the opposition goal line to score a try, similar to a touchdown.
Similar to a touchdown. So when he said football, maybe this is for an American audience. Maybe he was meaning American football.
Unlike a touchdown, it's not just about crossing over the line. You actually have to be able to control the ball and put it on the ground with downward pressure.
Interesting. So you can be in the end zone, but still get tackled, and it's not a try.
Butcher in there to make the tackle. Took away to Walker. Mitchell! Latrell! Mitchell scores!
A try is worth 4 points. Unlike in NFL, the conversion
So it is for an American audience.
is not just taken from in front of the posts. It is taken from a point perpendicular to where the ball was grounded. A conversion is worth 2 points. A penalty goal can be kicked in the same way.
How did I not know there were even field goals in rugby? This is actually a little bit more like American football than I knew.
Is worth 2 points. A penalty goal can be kicked in the same way. That is also worth 2 points. There is another way of scoring, which is a drop goal. You drop the ball on the ground first before you kick it.
What? I couldn't even tell that hit the ground on that first kick. On this one back here. We're going back. We're going back. Because that's interesting to me. This hit the ground? Wow. Can't even tell.
You drop the ball on the ground first before you kick it. That, done in general play, is called a field goal.
That takes some practice. Oh, it's called a field goal.
And it's worth 1 point. Beyond 40 meters from the end zone, that same drop goal is worth 2 points.
How do you even do that? That should be worth 10 points.
Field goal attempt from Cleary.
Interesting. So that's got a little bit kind of like basketball, where outside the ring, I mean, I don't know how popular basketball is down under. Outside the 3-point line, it's worth 3 points. Inside, it's worth 2. It's kind of similar here.
Just like in NFL, there are periods of defined offense and defense. Because of the speed of the game, it's all about strategy on the fly.
Cherry was going to kick over the top. Turbo's running. The ball bounces for Tobias. What vision and execution.
Instead of 4 downs, each team on offense has 6 tackles to attempt to score points.
And it looks like the next play starts very quickly.
With a standing start. Blistering footwork. He's beaten the pace man with a
Because obviously a lot of people criticize American football with there's a lot of downtime, which is true.
Integral part of NFL, the forward pass in rugby league is outlawed. Passes can be backwards or lateral. If an attacking player fumbles the ball forwards, it is called a knock-on, and that will stop the game and possession will change. One of the main objectives of rugby league...
That just looked like 2 concussions at once. You guys are nuts.
Objectives of rugby league is to keep the action going. If a minor infringement takes place, a signal will be heard.
The tackle played for a long, long time, and there's the result.
And the
Wow.
tackle count starts again. When you're on defense, you stop the
It's resolved just like that.
opposition by tackling the player that's holding the ball. Tackling players or blocking players who are not holding the ball is illegal in this game.
Definitely late. It is. It's 10 in the bed.
Once a tackle player is on the ground or his progress has been halted, they must stand.
Imagine how crazy the game would be if that was legal. It would be mayhem if you could just tackle anybody at any time. It would literally just be a brawl.
Once a tackle player is on the ground or his progress has been halted, they must stand where they're tackled, roll the ball with their foot between their legs to a player behind them, and play continues. And that is known as a play the ball. If a
That's the most random, quirky shit I've heard so far.
player is tackled in possession of the ball after the 5th tackle, the ball will just go to the other team.
And that is Brisbane ball.
That's why, after the 5th tackle, a team will generally kick the ball for territory, just like in the NFL when you punt on the 4th down. Unlike the NFL, kicking in general play is integral to the game, and there are a number of different types of kicks. You have the grubber kick. You have the chip and chase.
Chips follows. There's the chip and chase.
You have a punt for distance. You have a high punt called a bomb. Kicking is one of the most important strategies of the game and can be very hard to defend against. For the first time,
It's interesting how kicking is a lot more live, in the game compared to NFL.
NRL, National Rugby League,
It's an option that's on the table at all times.
is being unleashed in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas. March the 2nd at Allegiant Stadium.
didn't know that. That's pretty exciting. I hope that goes off well. That's pretty cool. Before people complain, the rules video is for American casual viewers getting into league. Yeah. Okay, we need a simple video, guys. Not your average bloke who's trying to play footy for the first time. These are just general rules for the game, not the technical rules. Yeah, of course, I'm sure the rule book is, as with any sports game, you get into some edge cases where you have to make rules. You can't say that all in 5 minutes. Nobody can remember all that. But this actually did a really great job at distinguishing it, comparing it to American football, which I really appreciate. That actually super helped. And it was Russell Crowe. How badass is that? Thank you for watching. Thank you for suggesting that. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.